Trade chain update. I've been trading my way from a Mystic Remora to a Gaia's Cradle, and hold on a second. Does something seem off about these Renin 6s to you guys? I couldn't put my finger on it, but something about these Renin 6s just felt off to me. In fact, the whole trade felt off just from the start. They contacted me on Instagram to see if that foil grief was available, which that's normal, but they asked me stuff like what price am I looking for, which, I mean, not everybody knows the prices of everything, and it being two Renin 6s, I don't know, something about that just felt weird to me. And they kept messaging me about how they're building a deck in Modern, and they're trying to build... Oh, what a cheeky little... So onto the internet I went to look for ways to find out if something's a counterfeit, and I had to do these tests myself. The method I ended up using to try to test if they were real or not was the light test. Here I have a real Renin 6, which the light shines through pretty clearly, and you can see the glue underneath it, which is what those blue splotches are. Just for good measure, I tested with a card from Wilds of Eldraine that I opened at a pre-release, and as you can see, it's the same deal. You can see through the card and see the glue. Now let's try one of the Renin 6s from the trades. Now, this one clearly looks like it doesn't shine through as well. The light's pretty much blocked out by the card itself. Okay, maybe the other one's going to be better? Let's try that one out. Same deal, not looking good for us. Maybe we should get an expert opinion. I hopped on the Discord for The Gathering Place, which is an LGS in my area, and asked if anyone there was able to spot fakes. It was about a 20-minute drive to The Gathering Place. I didn't film our interaction there, but here's a reenactment of it. So I got these cards from a trade recently, and something about them just felt a little off. I was hoping that you'd be able to look at them and tell me if they're real or not. Can I see them? I also might have mixed in a real Renin 6 in there. Would you be able to find out which one that is? Oh yeah, this one's fake. How could you tell? You can tell by how flimsy it feels. This paper feels different compared to this one right here. Let me check this real quick with the jeweler's loupe. Would you be able to check the other two just in case? Oh yeah, sure. I'll be right back. Here's me awkwardly filming myself as I wait for him to come back, but I was really glad that I got him to check all the cards because when he came back... Okay, so actually these two were fake and this one's the real one. I knew there was something weird about these. Sorry about that, man. No worries. I guess I'll have to figure something out about them. As I drove home, I thought about my next steps and what I should do. What if this person didn't know they're fakes themselves? How should I get my card back? How should I handle any of this? I had sent out the package earlier that day, so I put in a request to intercept the package. I should really talk to the trade chain gang about this. In fact, I should have talked to them in the first place. So it appears that people from the trade chain community have heard about this person and maybe have had some interactions with them, and I guess I was the last person to know. So what am I going to do moving forward? I plan on keeping all information on this person private. The last thing I would want is people tracking this person down and somebody that's close to that person getting involved. I don't know who lives with them. I don't know who they're close to. I just don't want this to escalate any further. So for their protection, I'm going to keep it private. There's also the possibility that this person is innocent and they didn't intentionally mean to send those fakes. And I'm sure most of you out there are saying, yeah, right, but I think it's still a possibility. And also, I'm a very firm believer that fighting fire with fire just makes things worse. Sure, it may teach them that there's some consequences to their action. If they did do this intentionally and people were to retaliate, I think that would just make them angrier and maybe just keep perpetuating what they're doing and just make them better at covering their tracks. So what I did was reached out to somebody that was close to this person to try to get to talk to them to help rectify the situation. This person really seemed to believe that they were a good person, so I'm going to believe them as well, and if they really are a good person, they're going to do what they can to fix the situation. And let's say that this person that did trade with me was trying to scam me. I hope that they're watching this video and that they can see that we're all just people just trying to have fun with the game that we love, and it really does affect people when people do things like this. So I hope that you can see it in your heart to try to make things right again, and no hard feelings. Well, that's going to be it for the video, so see ya.